step into the bad side. Gonna take me right.
Damn. Oh, I think I slept in the worst position on that flight.
Grin and bear it, Max. We have a long journey ahead of us, and you can't let something small like that get in the way.
Seconded. I won't point out the obvious with how the hangover last night left you.
Well, you're kinda doing that right now.
Who are we supposed to look for again?
Well, our righteous and glorious chief mentioned that our contact would be holding a poster that would make it obvious who... Oh no.
What's the matter?
I am very curious as to what brought on this idea to help tell us who's who.
The fact I know exactly who means I'm not gonna have a fun day. Hello there. I assume you're waiting for a trio from DC?
Don't get full of yourself. Let me right out of here. Least you can do is confirm who you are to me.
I am Greg. These are my associates, Damien and Clara. We came at the call of your boss for some specific tasks.
Alright. I think I got the gist of your purpose. Come with me. I'm in charge of screening the people meeting the boss man.
Much appreciated. Lead the way. At first, I was a little nervous, especially considering we would be entering into the real-life equivalent of a lion's den. However, it seems like things are going well.
Well, what are you really here for, Max? I know the number of reasons that would bring you to my side of town can be counted on one hand.
At least that's what I wanted to believe for the briefest of moments.
Oh, I had a feeling I couldn't hide things from you. Are you going to rat us out?
Depends on how you answer my question. If you answer it just right, I'll let it slide. Now, why are you really here?
Alright, looks like I need to step in. Diane, the gist is that law enforcement are a little concerned about your boss's operations and what it might be getting a little too ambitious for their liking. We are the soldiers on the ground to make the call if he needs to be put in check or taken out. Nothing set in stone yet, so if you want us gone, we'll unfortunately have to take you in and remove a discardable pawn in his schemes.
Gabe? You want to kickstart a turf war?
Well, well. Seems like you have guts coming here and causing all this chaos for Boss Peterson. Fortunately for you all, that bastard's got it coming. And if Destiny is going to have him in chains, on a figurative leash, or in a casket, I will be looking the other way. Just don't make me into a scapegoat. And your secret is safe with me. What's with the weird look? Ugh, don't tell me you forgot one of the most important sayings they taught us.
When our boss is rolling in Franklin's and treats us like humans, we let him lead. When our boss becomes a little shit and treats us like beasts, we let him bleed.
Now would you look at that? Crazy Max still knows the greed. I knew the streets did rub off on you yet.
I take it Peterson is becoming a little shit.
Strap yourselves in. This is going to be a long one.
Diane revealed to us that despite the sources saying Peterson is gearing up to be an extremely dominant force in the Americas and then Australia, it seems he is doing it at the cost of abusing the people under him, much more frivolously than his rivals. Granted, it showed him results, but on the inside, it's causing a lot of resentment towards him.
Don't get ahead of yourself there, hotshot. Even though there are many people that would be more than happy to see him gone, he has many fail-safes in place to guarantee that if someone would try to kick him out, they would tire themselves out long before they get to him.
So if that's the case, what's to say we would be able to succeed?
Well, for starters, I see that you are in it for the long haul, instead of the hyper-aggressive approach. He would have his eye on you as new blood into his syndicate, but his focus will eventually shift. Granted, you will have to contend with his closest circle, but I am guessing you'll figure that out yourself as you go, yeah?
That's the plan, at least. Hopefully they won't be suspicious of me.
Max, you were a literal rookie henchman for him when you got caught by the cops. I sincerely doubt anyone who started with you stuck around here. Peterson wants them deep in the muck and mire of the American underworld. So he sends them away from his San Diego hub, unless he trusts them to manage things for him here.
Ah, right. I suppose you have a point there. Is he going to meet us personally, or is he entrusting someone to initiate us in?
Boss Peterson hardly has time to deal with every new face in his little empire, so he throws that on those lower on the pecking order to deal with. I don't mean me, unfortunately, so you'll have to stay in character to not raise suspicion.
That can be easily arranged. Now, Max, is there anything you can tell us about the initiation process?
Unfortunately, I'm not much help there. The week I got busted was the one before my initiation process would have taken place.
Well, lucky for you, you can finally experience what that is like. Little Max would be so proud of you.
Ha ha. I'd appreciate it if you didn't glorify my brief past as a street punk. Thank you. Besides, there are perks for being a government agent.
Such as?
Well, for starters, I don't need to worry about going to jail for just doing my job.
Have a seat, don't ask questions till the end. There's a lot to go through.
You got it. If you make it through this, I'll treat you all to a drink.
Wait, what?
I said no questions till the end. Now then, I won't bother you with giving you my name, 'cause it's not that important now. Right now, I am screening you three to see if you'll be a bigger pain in the ass than the boss man can deal with. Tell me, why are you here? Why choose to work for us?
We were looking for a very lucrative gig, since most of our recent jobs were boring as hell. Seeing this listing pop up was a bit of a godsend. Also, we do like that it's contract work, so we can get out of your hair once you're done with us.
Sure. And have you worked for drug syndicates before? Our sniffers have found nothing, but that doesn't mean you have information that can make you dangerous to us.
Just once, but it was a brief escort job years back. We agreed to forget about them, and they were with us. If you're worried about us being a Trojan horse, don't be. We're harmless.
If that were true, we wouldn't have bothered with you three. Let's see. A hacker woman, a sniper, and a spy chasing agent. Huh. Looks like you are in luck. Our syndicate is in need of people who specialize in these roles. Is there anything else you three can tell me that should be shared with the boss?
I am a pretty talented driver, if that helps with anything.
We'll see about that. We'll give you opportunities to share the proof with us. Now, with that out of the way, are there any special codes you follow we should be aware of?
If it's not too big of an issue, we usually try to avoid killing as much as we can. If we need to go after a target, we would prefer to bring them in as alive as often as we can.
I see. Out of curiosity, if the boss man orders you to kill a target, would you be tempted to disobey him to stick to your beliefs?
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But if this situation comes up, we will do what needs to be done. Last thing we want is someone bad-mouthing us as insubordinate contractors.
All right. I believe I have grilled you three long enough. I suppose you three will be of some use, even if I am still wary of your intentions. Diane, they're free to go. They'll be setting up shop there, and will receive their first instructions in a few days.
Sure thing. I'll take it from here.
And you three, get the hell out of here before I change my mind about you.
So I take it we've been initiated in?
If it were that easy, anyone with enough charisma could get in. No. What you three just went through was just the interview phase of the initiation. You don't get formally initiated in until after your first mission. For what it's worth, it gets the job done, and it would scare off less willing hotshots from making a mess of everything Peterson has done so far.
Now let's shelf this talk until after we make it to the warehouse.
Following that rather intense interrogation, we were introduced to our home away from home. Whoever this Peterson bloke is has no sympathy for his workers, providing us with the barest of essentials for us to make ourselves comfortable. In all honesty, just with our living conditions alone, had us all agree that Diane's story had some strong credibility to it.
Hey Max, as good as worrying about what-ifs might sound right now, you should try to be more composed.
I know. It's just... my old senses of when I was a street punk are screaming at me that they should have contacted us by now. But it's been 4 days! Honestly, I would be equal parts relieved if they gave us the info for our first mission or bust us.
They might just be psyching us out to see if we were suspicious. I'd say if it were up to me, I'd be sending a message right about now. Well, speak of the devil. You can check it out if you want.
Well, what does it say?
All right. To Clara, Damien, and Greg. As you might have imagined, being initiated into the Syndicate is a several-step process, whether you are staying for a short or long time. Based on your skills, we tailor-suited your first job to give us an idea of how capable you are. Likewise, failing to do so will also come with serious consequences. So do not bring anything but your A-game.
Makes sense. So what is the mission?
Your task is to stop a resupplying of chemicals meant to aid a fledgling meth lab in our web. They haven't paid their tribute, so we are going to demonstrate a sliver of our authority to them to get them back in line. You may choose to move forth to do it discreetly or guns blazing, so long as the method teaches them to submit. We don't care if they come out dead or alive. Do this, and consider your initiation complete.